Hello, hello, hello to all of my wonderful Pisces. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. Today is the 17th of the month, and we're going to talk about the number 17. Not only that, we want to talk about your ruling planet, Neptune, being retrograde right now, which governs your imagination, your capacity for compassion and unconditional love, your psychic gifts, and your sensitivity, right? So while your planet is retrograde, you know that it really forces you to focus on reality instead of daydreaming. And so this is you not necessarily giving people the benefit of the doubt wearing rose-colored glasses, but really seeing people for who they really, really are. A lot of masks are starting to fall off. And like I said, I know we're in this pandemic and we're wearing masks, but I'm saying like their spiritual masks are falling off. And you're starting to see people in situations for what they really, really are. So let's talk really about getting your sacral chakras, your sacral plexus chakras realigned, okay? Let's talk about that and how we can get those realigned, because your sacral plexus chakra is really all about connecting with your emotions, your creative expression, your sexuality, and abundance in healthy ways, right? Because sometimes it can be quite traumatizing to see somebody's mask fall off that you've known for quite some time and just see them in a totally different light. So it's kind of, this is the time where it's kind of your ruling planet is like forcing you to see people in situations for what they really are. So in order to get those back in line or realigned, you want to meditate. Meditation is great. Also, focusing on crystals and gemstones. Carnelian is great for that resonates with your sacral plexus chakra. Moonstone is also another one. Amber, coral, orange tourmaline. Sunstone is also really, really good for that as well. And then if we start talking about some like essential oils to kind of get your chakra realigned, we're talking about lemon oil. Patchouli is also good. What's another one? Rosewood is good. Sandalwood is good. Those are they really correspond with your sacral plexus chakras, okay? Because like I said, I've talked to quite a few Pisces, and you all are starting to see people for, like before, Pisces really, you guys give people really the benefit of the doubt. You know, you pick up on, especially you all are always rooting for the underdog, but you're starting to see right through people's, to their true selves. So let's get into your reading. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my wonderful Pisces as it relates to all areas of their lives, specifically in areas of creativity and emotions, also in areas of power and intellect, also in areas of money and wealth, also in areas of spirituality and where they need to take action, and also in areas of power and intellect. Yeah. Just because you all are empaths, and the fact that you all are so compassionate, sometimes people do really take advantage of your nurturing spirit. But I do see some relationships ending. I do see some relationships that's ending because you all are now starting to tap into, remember, your symbols are two fishes tied together swimming in opposite directions, right? And so I'm so happy to see, as divine feminine energies, the fact that you all are nurturers. Now you're starting to nurture yourself. You're actually starting to take that action to nurture yourself. Boom. And some relationships have ended. We know that Mercury is now stationed direct, but it was retrograde, and Mercury is the messenger planet, communicators, right? So some messages came through because you all are empaths. There's some relationships needed to end, right? Some people's their faces fell off, their mask fell off, and you saw people for who they really were, and you decided to take action. Love it, love it, love it, Pisces. I'm telling you, love it, love it, love it. Like I said, and you felt reborn. Ta-da! That's you, Pisces. Look at that. Glory. Look at that, the death card. Yes. You saw people for who they really were. Mask fell off. Like I said, you even got your solar plexus chakras back together. Personal identity is back in order. Yes, yes, yes. You're feeling completely balanced out. Everybody knows that you're a highly compassionate person. This is the Queen and King of Cups. Highly, highly compassionate person, in one. And this is right there. That's that water energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But again, you're a highly compassionate person, which is why, and you're such an empath, which is why, people try to take advantage of you all. But as long as you were out of balance, and you didn't tap into your divine masculine energy, this is the posture that you were in, right? The moment you tapped into your divine masculine energy and you took action, meaning ended that relationship, probably during the time that Mercury was retrograde, you've ascended and you're no longer like this. Go ahead, Pisces. I see you. That Swords energy. That Swords energy is attached to the Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So it could have been a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, or somebody that had that in their chart that had you in this position, right? Of just kind of sort of frustration. That person, that person in the car, really, it could have been you. You could have been crying, frustrated, feeling a little depressed, just feeling anxiety, high anxiety. But nevertheless, that's not who you are today, right? So yeah, you had to put an end to some things. It's a new Pisces in town. So listen, Pisces. You had to listen to your intuition. I know that you love that person, but now this is about you being your own. Look at these two hands together. I want to make sure we can get in close so you can see. This is you and your other hand, right? Imagine this hand reaching around. Imagine this hand reaching around, making that heart symbol, right, with yourself. So we know that you love the person, right? But y'all will get back together when pigs fly. Yep, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. You'll get back together when pigs fly because that person caused you to sabotage yourself, right? Their indecisiveness, their internal conflict, whatever it is that was going on with them, they caused you to sabotage yourself. But this is who you are now. Everything is crystal clear. You're no longer sabotaging yourself. Again, that person could have been an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra that just was not on the same frequency as you, right? Because a person that's a high vibrating, even if you guys were both vibrating at a high frequency, Pisces, and you all were not communicating the same language, let's say maybe because they're divine masculine, right, to your divine feminine, but let's say you were out of balance and they were out of balance, it's still not a good match because you're not on the, you all are not complete, you're not whole, you're not tapping into your other side of your duality. And so again, self-sabotage, right? But not anymore. This is who you are now. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. No more tears. This right here cannot continue, Pisces. This right here, being guarded, you don't need to be guarded. Matter of fact, you want to be free. That's what those birds represent. So you got to remove that blindfold because you're already protected. You don't need to be guarded when you know that you're protected. You all have a lot to offer to anybody, right? And so maybe you were in a relationship with an air sign and it just did not work out, okay? Got to move on. You got to heal however that healing looks for you. But like I said, again, we're talking about getting your sacral plexus chakras realigned. And what that means, and I'm going to run that down again, is connecting with your emotions, your creative expression, your sexuality, and abundance in healthy ways. This is very, very important, in healthy ways, right? So this is not the time being emotional, doing anything reckless, because you deserve the best, Pisces. You do not deserve to vibrate at a low frequency because the relationship did not work out. I don't want you to start being moody, negative, lazy, or even escaping this. You saw what you needed to see. And hey, that was a gift from the universe. You can thank your ruling planet for seeing what you see now, right? So you can remove the blindfolds because you're protected. It was a gift from the universe. You saw what you needed to see in that person, but this is how you come out a warrior. Queen of Swords, right? No longer are you allowing yourself to be a doormat. You're speaking up for yourself, right? Being very assertive, being very clear, meticulous. This is you, right? See how this person is sitting on the throne with their sword at a rest position? So hair kind of blowing in the wind a little bit. Very, very clear. So if people approach you from now on, there's no more mistaking that you have this sword in your hand. Even though you have it at rest position, people will be very careful about approaching you the wrong way. When they come to you, Pisces, they need to come correct. Yep. Yeah. So again, you're just trying to find some balance in your life right now as a result of the relationship ending. And that's absolutely normal. We're talking about this is the Pentacles card, which has attached to your money. But again, you're trying to balance some things out as a result in this. Maybe them no longer being in the relationship with you, or you no longer being in a relationship with them, has affected your money to some degree, and you're trying to balance things out. But guess what? It was for the best. That relationship ending was absolutely for the best. Consider you need to be, clapping your hands right now and doing a happy dance that Neptune is retrograde. That actually worked in your favor. It may not feel like it, but you'll look back on this and say, that's the best thing that could have happened to me, right? Let's talk about the number 17 for just a second. Let's talk about that for just a second, because that's a very powerful number. The number 17 is also associated with the letter Q, but it's also associated with the number 8, right? Because 1 plus 7 is 8. So 8 is the root number of 17 in numerology. Okay, let me be clear, in numerology. So Q, as in question, as in queen, as in quenching. So Q symbolizes quenching thirst for knowledge, right? It's used in order to manifest. So here's the thing, Pisces. This is what I want you to do. Let's say you were in a relationship with an air sign, an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I want you to start going online and start seeing the compatibility between you and those signs, and look up their strengths, look up your strength, and you may see, okay, we're not compatible. We were just two good people who really were not good for each other, right? Because this is not the time to speak ill of possibly an ex, because they were a reflection of you. They still are a reflection of you. And guess what? When you all got together, you were on the same frequency. So it's not that you can blame them or they can blame you. Maybe next time moving forward, as the Queen of Swords, you vet them differently, right? You ask more questions, right? You don't just hop into it because they seem to be a certain way. Because air signs are very powerful and they're very intellectual, and people are drawn to them. Air signs, right? You can't live long without air, cutting off the air supply. So I can see why a lot of people are drawn to air. But also I'm thinking the word evaporation as well, right? You're a water sign. Yeah, so again, you could be two good people who just weren't good for each other. But when you're not good for each other, it actually brings out the worst in both of you. So again, you don't have to be guarded because you're protected. The universe did you a favor by allowing your planet Neptune to go retrograde. Yes. That's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope you have a great day. Bye.